All right, I wanted to walk through what is probably one of the most common questions we get asked about the MaxxStick R3, and that's to do with help, I got stick drift, or when I plug it in, a certain direction isn't working quite right. It's kind of snapping or doing weird things. And this is all related to the same thing, which is how the MaxxStick calibrates itself when it powers on. So to kind of walk through what's happening here, essentially to kind of explain it is when you first plug in the joystick, it takes a center point calibration, which is essentially what it means is it presumes that you are not touching the thumbstick and the thumbstick is sitting at its resting position. And so it will take a snapshot of that point and will say that's the center point. And then what it does is it waits, and within the first 45 seconds of any motion that happens with the joystick, it waits and basically figures out where the extremes of the joystick are, the extremes of movement here. And if you are not careful, you can end up basically with a situation like this, where essentially the center point is off, and the motion is very strange or has issues. And this is really easy to fix. So we have a mailing list. I'm going to basically just show you that, right? So basically the original firmware that came with the MaxxStick works perfectly fine, but we have made some definitely improvements on that. And so if you want to get the new firmware, just sign up for our mailing list. It's completely free. We don't do anything with your data except for tell you about all the new stuff we do and the new features we come up with. So anyway, so with the original firmware, what you would have to do is unplug this, and while making sure that the thumbstick is in its resting position, plug it back in, and then do some circles. And with the version 1.1, which was through our mailing list, if you can find a paper clip and put a 1/2-inch hook on the end, all you have to do is while it's powered on, while you're sitting in game, you can essentially push the button that's at the bottom of the joystick for more than 5 seconds. So hold it down for more than 5 seconds, and then let go. And then 1 second later, it's going to take a center point measurement. And as you can see, it's now sitting at center. And then all you have to do is some full circles. And that basically gives it all the data it needs to know going forward to play your game. So not a problem. You can do that on the fly. And Fortnite won't really mesh up. And so that's it. We're going to come up with additional features when it comes to the firmware, and so I just wanted to let you know that signing up for the firmware is free. It's through if you have to go to the MaxxStick Setup R3 page, so be sure that you're on the Setup R3 page. Go to the bottom of the page and you'll see receive new firmware there. So that should help everyone, and if you have any other questions, definitely let us know. Thanks.